Jake, thank you for joining ANZ today.
Yeah, pleasure. Thanks for coming.
It's great to be here, surrounded in a socially distanced way with loads of chooks and
Well, the birds
cattle
don't know anything about distancing.
True, very true.
COVID doesn't exist for them.
Indeed. Look, Jake, tell us a little bit about Wolki Farm and what you're about as a businessman.
Absolutely. So we're a small regenerative farm here in Albury, New South Wales. We're on about 45 hectare. We have egg production with our pastured chickens. We've got grass-finished beef, pastured pork, so grass-fed pork. We've just started getting into meat chicken production, and we've got a bunch of beehives on the farm. So we do honey, and the whole crux of the farm is we're a direct-to-sales model. So we have all these different enterprises stacked on top of each other on our small farm here. So we're very productive per hectare, but we're also retaining margin and building relationships by selling direct to our customers. Where the bulk of our product just comes off the farm straight to our consumers, not through a supermarket or a store.
And tell us about your passion for farming as well as passion for commercial business and how it plays together in your thought process.
Well, like you said, we've got a bicycle store in town, Cycle Station, and we've had that business for about 10 years. And I've always loved working in the bike shop and dealing with my clients, but it's always been hard for me to build like a mission statement or a value structure around that business. We bought it as a business and I wasn't passionate about cycling when we got into it. I've since developed a passion about that, but it's a good business and I enjoy it, but it didn't tick all the boxes of everything else that I loved in life growing up. But then I've stumbled into farming here on the family farm, and with our management practices and our values, we're able to sort of keep on the front foot and always be around healthy animals, which is a really nice feeling. So, as you mentioned before, the bushfires came through in January and February, and I guess as the saying goes, out of fire, new things are born. And it really pushed us to the limits on all of our businesses. It was a really tough couple months. And we got through that, and it just looked like there was, rain on the horizon, and then COVID came through and a whole bunch of new challenges. And it's really been a great opportunity for us to, I guess, solidify the values of the farm and our other businesses being local. We couldn't have survived the last 6 months without people that live in my street, in my suburb, in my town, supporting my family and my businesses. People from Melbourne couldn't come up, people from Wodonga couldn't come across. .com sales went berserk and really difficult for a while there because of all the freight logistics, and everything just came down to, the only way we're going to get through this is if we band together as a community. So I've really hung my hat on that, and I've been loud and proud about it. I've always sort of known that local business was important, but I guess I never lived through an experience where I could sort of say, I told you so, or I could sort of say, see how important it was. You hear it from your grandparents, how the community bonded together through the war or through the Depression. I've never lived through any of those things, so it's all sort of fanciful talk. I've never experienced it. But now that I've experienced it, I've been very vocal about letting people know it's important to support your local businesses and producers, and I'm pretty committed to not letting people forget. Not in a thumbing the nose sort of I told you so way, but look at how cohesive and look at the beautiful community spirit we can evolve, by knowing the person you're supporting and knowing your farmer and knowing the guy who's fixing your bike. It's a lot more intimate, and that community, values, it's just a nicer way to live.